And now for something completely different.
So, about a few months ago, I've met this small channel, a YouTuber by the name of Liam, who's actually a German living in Bulgaria. I was quite intrigued by the way he was presenting things, and I saw him on the first time was his second video that he launched, and I saw the first video and then I followed. And then I sent him a challenge, which he accepted, and he did a video. And he did the challenge back to me. The challenge that he gave me was, would you please photograph in color? And I'm not very proud of it, but I actually cheated. Yeah, so the challenge was to photograph in color. So that was the challenge that Liam sent to me. But I've been doing this for more than 30 years, and I have shot a lot of color. I now shoot mostly black and white, but it just wouldn't be that much of a challenge to go and shoot color. So I said to him, okay, I accept it if I shoot it with long expired film, and I bought like 19 rolls of this for €20. This is expired since the early 2000s, so at least 25 years out of expiry date. With cameras that I don't like, and with lenses that either I don't like or nobody likes. So I picked up my Nikon F2 because I really don't like my Nikon F2. I have two of them, by the way. One of them, the very first one that I bought. So I bought that one because I wanted to say that I finished the Nikon F setup, and I ended up buying a second F2 because I wanted a camera that was made on the same month and the same year that I was born. So sadly, it was not a Nikon F original, it was a Nikon F2. I prefer the Nikon F, the original Nikon F, which I still today find it to be a gorgeous camera. So I ended up buying a September 1975 Nikon F2, which was the one that I used for this video. But why did I say that I cheated? I cheated because at a certain point while I was filming this happened. So my team, Sporting Lisbon, won the championship, won the Portuguese Cup in the space of a week. So I needed to get this on film. So instead of using my Nikon F2, I used the same expired film. I photographed in color, so the original challenge from Liam was met. I just photographed it with a Minolta. And because it was night, oh by the way, with the Nikon F I had to guess the exposures. My Nikon F does not have a good light meter, so I always have to think on the exposure. The exposure, this film is 100 ASA, but it's expired since the early 2000s, so it's not the 50 ISO, not a 25. It should be somewhere between 12 ISO and 20 ISO, somewhere there. So shooting this at night in Marquês de Pombal and in the National Stadium, which is just around the corner, posed me some really big serious issues with the Nikon F2. So there I opted for the Minolta, because the Minolta you can program it and she will give you a correct reading. So there I cheated, I have to admit. So I'm going to stop the video right there. I just came from the lab with this at hand, and there was a cassette hanging here, and when they delivered this to me and they showed me the cassette, it should have ring some bells. And I asked them, what's wrong? And the cassette was completely busted. And they said, oh, well, we don't know, didn't you get any message from us? I said, no way. So what can go wrong when you're shooting the camera that you hate with a lens that everybody hates, a film that it's long overdue for almost 30 years, stored in miserable conditions, because I have somewhere the original boxes where it came from, and the boxes are all distorted, all warped. So it was kept in a very humid place for at least 20 years. So I guess that the lesson that I had to learn the hard way was, while trying to shoot like Ernst Haas, I ended up being an Industar. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of things can go wrong, and I'm going to show you. It's completely black. I'm going to have a hard time getting images from this, but there are images there that I'm very sure of, and with some scanning I'm able to do something out of it. So let's start with the video. And I was trying to photograph like Ernst Haas because and it made sense, because Liam is German, Ernst Haas is, well, he's not German, but he spoke German. He was Austrian. So it makes sense to use, oh, by the way, in this film, which is not as a 100, it's as a 12. So there was a lot of things that could go wrong, and they went wrong, and I'm in a way happy about it. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, you have to improvise things. I mean, life isn't perfect, and so isn't long expired film. Let's start with the video.
Now, these celebrations, they really lasted long, and there is a reason for it, because Sporting won the championship, and the following weekend we won the Portuguese Cup. So practically for 1 week there was just Sporting celebrations. Now, is it just me, or that looks like an anti-aircraft shooting planes in the air? A bad copy of Ernst Haas coming up. And what did I tell you? Bad copy, bad impersonator. I guess that the local ghost from the local cemetery showed up for the party as well. And loading up the Nikon F2 is pretty much ordinary as it is. I mean, people brag about the hinged back that this camera introduced, but it's just, it's a hinged back. That's it. It's no big deal. And this is something that you should see on every bank bill across Europe. In film we trust. Bravo! I bet that the person who made that sticker never used expired film. And what to say about the Nikkor 43-86? I mean, if Ken Rockwell says this, and let me quote him, he has to know what he's talking about, right?
So I'm going to put this in pause for a little bit, and I'm going to redo these images, not willing to back away from the challenge. But this time I'm going to use something different. This is a Leica, but I'm not going to use the Leica. Know that Liam is a Canon shooter. Everybody knows that the first camera that Canon did was a Leica copy. And I'm not going to use this lens. This is a fed Industar, the 61. This is the normal lens. I'm going to use a special lens. So in walks the Canon, copy of Leica with the Industar 61 LD. This means, Liam, that this is a radioactive lens. It's really radioactive lens. So if I get radioactive poisoning because of you, like this guy glowing in the dark, I'm going to Bulgaria and I will beat the crap out of you. Believe me. Anyway, this is kind of a pretty camera to use. It's an almost exact copy of the Leica. But it has some advantages, especially here the zoom part, that you can zoom with your rangefinder. It's very, very handy. It's a little bit better than... No, I'm not going to say it. It's sacrilege to say that.
And I know that there are Leica Puritans out there, and I didn't say that the camera was better than your Leica. I didn't, I swear to God. Please don't crucify me in the public square. I'm going to shoot this at ISO 3, which is going to cause a lot of issues. So, against my tummy, 1, 2, 3. Holy moly, that's a lot of balls. Light balls, I mean. Whoa. And I guess that this one is an electrician's dream of heaven. Yeah, and this one is not half bad. Not good either. And what to say about this image? I mean, I wanted the sticker to be in complete focus and I wanted the rest to be out of focus, but I failed miserably and, well, it's what it is. Just be careful because in the sticker it says, "We're here to get your husbands. Beware with them because there's some evil women out there." And I'm pretty sure you know who you are, you dirty little woman. Well, that is, I'm assuming it's a woman, but today in age, I mean, there might, well, let's just proceed. And do you remember me talking about the warp box that this film came? Here's the example. This is one of them. So you can even see that it's full of fungi. And the validity date is, let me see, it's over there, yeah, 2000. So yeah, well, that's it. I mean, game over for this film. The fun fact of throughout the years of mold and reckless storing, from the natural colors of Fujifilm, which are somewhat greenish or bluish depending on the film itself, it just became like Kodak gold. And it's not like this is bad, it's just ironic to say the least.
And that's it, Liam. I have no more images for you. And now I'm packing up things. I'm going to do a next video on large format. And I got this in the mail. It smells of fingers from tax collectors, from stupid customs, fat fingers from customs. And I'm going to leave you with another challenge. This time, I'm not going to play easy on you. This time, I'm going to be a bit of a bastard. It's going to be like this. I'm going to give you 3 months to do it. So you have time to do it. You're going to take a portrait of 10 persons. These persons have to be completely completely stranger to you. You cannot know these people, so you cannot shoot your brother, you cannot shoot your mother, your father, your uncle, whatever. They have to be complete strangers to you, and you have to take their portrait, 5 male, 5 female. While doing so, and you can choose any lens you want to here. If you want to choose a portrait lens, that's perfectly fine. Try to put in perspective their work. So you're out in the street, you see somebody, let's suppose a baker, and you ask to have a portrait of him. You can explain what you're doing. You can explain that you were challenged by somebody else to do these kind of things. They just have to be strangers to you, and you have to photograph them in their own environment. Meaning, if you photograph a baker, photograph it with his hands full of flour. If you are photographing a hairdresser, I'm expecting it to be with lots of hair or heads around her because she's cutting the hair. So it's a portrait also related to the work of the person. And now I'm going to show you what I received. This is a quite unique thingy that I will be using. And of course, this is extremely well packaged because it's my friend Sven from England. And this is marvelously well packaged. This is remarkably well cleaned. Okay, the pin is missing, but I don't have any issue with that. I have extra pins, but I use this more as a fixed. So there you go. This is a Petzval lens. This is somewhere from the 19th century, so 1880, somewhere there, 1890. She's in a pretty good condition. I mean, completely. There's just a tad, you probably don't see it from there, a tiny fungus on one of the corners, which I will remove it with a swipe cleaner. Many thanks, Sven. Top notch as always. And that is all for today, for this video. Many thanks for watching this till the end, or as we say in Portuguese, até à próxima.